The power of your machine has far-reaching effects.
Whoa! Hey! Talk about a blast from the past. Look who else has dropped in to join our party. It's Back to the Future's Doc Brown. Hey, Doc.
Royce Scott! DJ, that machine of yours.
Hey, Doc, I knew you'd appreciate what this baby can do.
Let me show you what it's already done. Watch the screen.
Way down in Louisiana, down in New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, go.
Yeah, it's George B. Good in his rockin' roller coaster.
George B. Good.
This is my Back to the Future scrapbook. I have pictures in here from all the way back to 1986. Again, enjoying mixing things up, I've mixed the movie with photography, artwork, and model building. I even took it a step further by taking the model of the DeLorean to the McFly house in Arleta, thus adding movie shoot locations to the mix. Here's how I did the shadow under the DeLorean. I also had a Back to the Future party at which Jeffrey Wiseman, who played George McFly in parts 2 and 3, attended. He brought along many behind-the-scenes photos from the set. These two shots are of him with his George makeup. During this time, I worked as a driver for ATI Studio Productions, who provided medical props to the movie industry. One day, while out on a delivery, someone brought by the original screen-used Railroad DeLorean model to the shop, and someone else took pictures for me, knowing I was a Back to the Future fan. A piece of this model fell off while showing it off, and I managed to claim that piece. Through all of this fun stuff, life is never only a series of rainbows. My brother died of AIDS on January 26, 1992. As a memorial to him, I made him a panel for the NAMES Project AIDS Memorial Quilt. I turned it in to the organization at the display in Washington, D.C. A few days after Paul died, Jim and I started hanging out and doing a lot together. And with his support, I recorded a special song of drum and voice overdubs. The song was Grave Robber.
There's a step that we all take alone, an appointment we have with the great unknown. Like a vapor, this life is just waiting to pass. Like the flowers that fade, like the withering grass. But life seems so long, and death so complete, and the grave an impossible portion to cheat. But there's one who has been there and still lives to tell. There is one who has been through both heaven and hell, and the grave will come up empty-handed that day. Jesus will come and steal us away. Where is the sting? Tell me, where is the bite? When the grave robber comes like a thief in the night. Where is the victory? Where is the prize? When the grave robber comes and death finally dies.
Soon after recording that song, I did 2 albums of overdub recordings called Some of Darrin's Good Dubs and Come Back One More Time. Here are a few samples from Good Dubs.
I was lost and blind till a friend of mine came and took me by the hand, and he led me to his kingdom that was in another land. Now my mind is blown, my head has grown a solid If I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true and help me understand? 'Cause I've been in love before, and I found that love was more than just holding hands. If I give my heart to you, I must be sure from the very start that you would love me more than her. I'm gonna run, run and not be weary. I'm gonna fly, fly on the wings of an eagle. I'm gonna wait on the Spirit's guiding power. 'Cause when I call on the Lord, I know He'll give me the strength to carry on.
After Paul died, I began volunteering at an AIDS organization called Shanti, where I, not surprisingly, audio recorded their seminars. During my time there, I met a guy named Manny. He said he had the perfect woman for me. Okay, whatever, was my thought. Here is the first picture taken of Lola and I together. In 1993, Jim, Lola, Gordon Strickland, who was Paul's roommate for many years, and I visited Paul's headstone together. After Paul died, Gordon became my brother. Once again, going back to the idea of mixing things up, Lola and I began taking pictures of the things we did together and scrapbooking them. Here is our Jurassic Park scrapbook. Hey, it's 3 inches thick. There's so much in this scrapbook that I have not read at all. We also did a Titanic scrapbook and a nice Titanic drawing done. To top that off, we showed up on opening day of Jurassic Park in full costume and had us superimposed into a professionally done dinosaur photo. How fun. Since we always have a good time together, I decided to ask her to marry me.
What's this? What's in here, Darrin? What is this, Darrin? What is this?
Will you marry me?
Yes. Oh. 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 You want to put on my finger, Darrin?
Sure.
That's it? Oh, perfect. Oh, Darrin. Oh.
Today, you're invited to a wedding on the most romantic show on television. Here Comes the Bride. And now, the stars of Here Comes the Bride, Lyle and Sharon Wagoner.
Thank you very much, Howard Dean. And thank you, folks. Welcome to Here Comes the Bride. Today, we'll meet 3 couples who will be sharing warm and wonderful stories about their relationship. Our next couple's love story is especially touching. Please welcome Lola Sunkiss and Darrin Forsythe. Thanks for being with us, guys. Pleasure to have you. Now, there's a very touching story about your brother.
My brother died of AIDS in January of '92, and because of that, I went to work for an AIDS organization here in Los Angeles. And through working there, I met a guy who works with Lola, and he told me that he knows the perfect woman for me, and I said, yeah, okay, fine. We met that Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning.
But after your brother passed away, it was very traumatic for you.
Yeah.
And you didn't really date that much.
I never did a lot of dating anyway, but this time it worked out.
Thank you so much for sharing that story with us. It's lovely to have you with us, and good luck in the voting.
Okay, thank you.
Well, there you have it. Three charming couples with three different and moving stories. Before we let you select a couple to be married on today's show, who will it be? Diggy and Taylor are best friends for life. You'll remember John and Shauna. He nursed her through chicken pox. Lola and Darrin. She helped him survive the tragic loss of his brother. Please make your choice now. And the winner is Lola and Darrin. Congratulations.
Lola and Darrin, today all of America will see you become husband and wife in a special self-televised ceremony.
Lola and Darrin, I know a tragedy brought you together, but may your love always keep you together for the rest of your lives. Darrin, if you'll please take her ring, please. And repeat after me. Lola, I give you this ring.
Lola, I give you this ring.
As a sign of my love.
As a sign of my love.
Knowing that love is precious and fragile.
Knowing that love is precious and fragile.
Yet strong.
Yet strong.
Whenever I see your ring.
Whenever I see your ring.
I will remember.
I will remember.
All that I have pledged to you this day.
All that I have pledged to you this day.
If you'll take his ring, please. Repeat after me. Darrin, I give you this ring.
Darrin, I give you this ring.
As a sign of my love.
As a sign of my love.
Knowing that love is precious and fragile.
Knowing that love is precious and fragile.
Yet strong.
Yet strong.
Whenever I see your ring.
Whenever I see your ring.
I will remember.
I will remember.
All that I have pledged to you this day.
All that I have pledged to you this day.
Lola, Darrin, it is my honor to pronounce that you are husband and wife. You may kiss your groom.
I met Darrin about 7.5 years ago. And when I met him, he was completely different than he was now. He was very closed, very insecure. But there always seemed to be a good relationship between him and his brother. And as the years passed, I saw that relationship begin to get closer and stronger. And as the relationship got closer and stronger, Darrin began to blossom. And the last year of Brad's life was very hard. But Darrin grew at a remarkable rate. And when he passed away, I'm standing here because of him. He saved my life. He pulled me through one of the worst times of my life. And I hope that I helped him too. And then he met the beautiful lady on his left. And the healing was complete. She brought him to the point where he is now, a whole and wonderful human being. And I hope that when the years have gone by and it's time for them to say goodbye, they can look at each other and say, man, it was a great ride. Salute.
In the spring of 1995, we heard that Gordon had also died of AIDS. The reception turned out to be the last time I ever saw him.